physically. We're excited, man. We're excited. If the fight was next Saturday, we will be ready. We talk about Roy. Roy was 4 years ago. Today, Mike is much better.
With fight night just hours away, excitement is building for the showdown between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. Fans are divided. Will this be the fight that makes Paul a true contender, or will Tyson's legendary power be too much for him? Tyson is famous for his explosive starts, often overwhelming opponents in the very first round. If he still has that speed and strength, Paul could find himself under heavy fire right away, but Paul has shown resilience in past fights. If he can weather Tyson's early attack, he may be able to use his jab, body shots, and reach advantage to control the pace and frustrate the older fighter. In the end, it's a battle of experience versus youth, raw power versus strategy. However it ends, fans are guaranteed a fight to remember. Endurance is likely to be a key factor in this matchup. At 58, Tyson may look to end the fight quickly, aware that stamina could become an issue as the rounds go on. His best chance might be to press hard early and try to overwhelm Paul before fatigue sets in. On the other side, Paul's youth works in his favor. Being the younger and fresher fighter, he may try to stretch the bout into the later rounds, hoping to wear Tyson down. If the fight does go long, Paul's conditioning and energy could give him a real advantage.
Much this fight means to him. He sees this as the cherry on top of his career.
On my fight with Roy Jones, I allowed him to fight on the card.
Tyson and Paul carry knockout power, but the level and impact are very different. Tyson's punches are the stuff of boxing legend. One clean shot from him has ended countless fights in seconds. Paul, though less seasoned, has built a strong weapon of his own in his overhand right, which can be dangerous if he connects cleanly with both men, capable of ending the fight suddenly. Any slip in defense could turn the tide instantly. That's what makes this matchup so tense. Every punch thrown could change everything in an instant, keeping fans on edge from start to finish.
And that he could end in the dopest way possible by taking out the most famous boxer of current times. That's
the mental game will play a massive role in this fight. Tyson has been under the brightest lights before, facing legends during his prime, so pressure is nothing new to him. For Paul, though, this is the biggest test of his career. He'll need to stay calm and focused, because even a moment of doubt could give Tyson the chance to strike at the same time. Tyson can't afford to overlook Paul. If he underestimates the younger fighter, he could find himself caught off guard and forced onto the defensive. In a fight like this, mindset may prove just as important as skill or Tyson's power proves too much. This fight may not last long. He could explode early with one of his trademark combinations, overwhelming Paul's defense and ending things within the first few rounds. Many Tyson fans are expecting that classic aggressive start, so Paul will need to be extremely cautious early on if he hopes to survive and settle into the fight.
I'm not getting my bit off on Friday night, so I got my diamond spiked ear covers right there.
All right.
Paul can survive Tyson's early storm. The momentum could start to shift by the middle rounds. By keeping a tight defense and using his reach to stay on the outside, he has the chance to wear Tyson down. If the fight reaches the later rounds and Tyson's energy begins to fade, Paul could take control and even earn a decision win, something that would highlight his growth as a more disciplined boxer. Of course, there's always the possibility of a more dramatic scenario. Both fighters have knockout power, and a back-and-forth exchange with each man hitting the canvas is not out of the question. Tyson's heavy punches could drop Paul, only for Paul to rally and land a shot of his own. A fight like that would keep fans on edge from start to finish and deliver the kind of unforgettable drama that boxing is known for.
Everyone wants to know what's going through your mind. Is the old Mike back? Is vintage Mike back? Let us know.
Are you talking to me right now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess I'm back, yeah.
You're the star.
I'm just happy to be here.
If neither fighter scores a knockout and the bout goes the distance, the outcome will rest in the hands of the judges. In that case, Paul's youth and conditioning could give him an advantage, especially if he can stay accurate with his punches and remain composed. Tyson will no doubt land powerful shots, but if they come in bursts rather than consistently, the scorecards might tilt and Paul's.
No, someone's getting put to sleep. It's going to be a war, and we're both heavy hitters. It's not going the full.
Fans are standing firmly behind Tyson. He's Iron Mike, one of the greatest to ever step into the ring, but the 31-year age gap can't be ignored. Tyson is 58, Paul is 27, and age will inevitably affect the fight. In terms of skill and boxing IQ, Tyson is miles ahead. His timing, movement, and ring knowledge are second to none. But his body isn't what it used to be. At nearly 60, reaction time and endurance are harder to maintain. And in a sport where every punch counts, that could make a big difference. Point 8.
I'm not gonna lose.
But just you say that in the last minute of the second
I am
countdown.
not gonna lose. Did you hear what I said?
Thank you.
Prime. Tyson was known for his toughness. He could take heavy shots and keep coming forward. But years of punishment take a toll, even on the strongest fighters. Age and repeated knockouts have made Tyson more vulnerable now than he once was. At 58, he doesn't have the same durability he had in his youth. Paul, on the other hand, is only 27 and in his physical prime. Whatever people think of him, his youth is a major advantage. He hasn't gone through the same grueling career Tyson has, which means he can likely absorb more punishment and keep fighting. If Tyson lands clean, Paul might still be able to shake it off and respond. Style also matters here. Tyson's famous peekaboo stance relies on sharp head movement, quick dodges, and explosive energy. In his younger years, he used it brilliantly to slip punches and deliver devastating counters. But that style is built on speed. Speed is often the first thing age takes away.
Well, I think he's going to look good in the picture when he's on the canvas and I'm standing over him. There's a lot of talk online saying you're going to kill me and it's just nothing in person. I don't know. It's pretty boring, pretty boring.
Tyson's power is still dangerous, but his speed has naturally slowed with age. At 58, the question is whether he can move quickly enough to avoid and counter Paul's punches. Paul doesn't have Tyson's decades of experience, but he's not the same YouTuber who first stepped into the ring. Over the past few years, he's trained hard under top coaches, sharpened his skills, and built himself into a legitimate fighter. His knockout power is real. He's shown it against Tyron Woodley and Anderson Silva, proving he can finish a fight with one clean shot. The challenge is whether Paul can land that punch on Tyson, a man whose defense and counterpunching, even at this age, still make him a dangerous opponent.
Nice. Come on, punching. Yeah.
It's cute, you know. I fear no man, so I want him to be that old savage Mike. He says he's gonna kill me. Is that what you're gonna do, Mike? Because I'm ready. I want that killer. I want the hardest match possible Friday night, and I want there to be no excuses from everyone at home when I knock him out. So is that what you're gonna bring, Homicidal?
Let's talk about the fight format. 2-minute rounds. This setup actually works in Tyson's favor. Shorter rounds mean he can conserve energy, recover more often, and keep a steady pace. In boxing, stamina is everything, and with more breaks, Tyson has a better chance of keeping his speed and agility, qualities he'll need to avoid. Paul's power shots. The real question, though, is whose game plan will prove stronger. Paul's approach will likely be to press forward with constant pressure, relying on his youth and stamina. He's shown before, like in his fight with Anderson Silva, that he won't hold back, no matter how big the name across from him. Paul isn't just trying to compete, he's out to make a statement. A knockout over a legend like Tyson would cement his claim as a serious fighter. That's what makes this matchup so compelling. On one side, Tyson the legend, the former heavyweight king, carrying decades of experience and a fearsome legacy. On the other, Paul the younger, determined challenger, eager to prove himself against one of boxing's most iconic names, no matter which side you're on. This fight promises to deliver excitement. Will Tyson's skill and experience still shine? Or will Paul's youth and power push him into boxing history? Either way, it's a showdown fans won't forget anytime soon.